Welcome back to Dicing with Death.
Hello. We are in Rainwood.
You're on the other side of the river from Rainwood.
Okay. I think I'll leave. My steed is probably expiring soon, correct?
Is it the same steed from...
No, I would have had to resummon.
No, then it's got...
Actually, no, I wouldn't have.
You've got plenty of time left on him.
Oh, man, I'm fast. Yeah, that's less than 64 miles.
So
it's getting pretty close to expiring. I'll probably leave. I'll leave it here and then use my last dimension door to... Well, I think I rememorized dimension door when I did my... I would have never had to do a tiny hut, I guess is what...
Right. So you could, if you used the same steed, you would have gone 44 miles. The Soggy Hills do take double mileage, though, since it's rough terrain, and the forest takes double mileage. So you would have had to recast it once. No, you wouldn't have 48. And yeah, you would have had to recast it once.
I'm unaffected by your soggy earth, your soggy hills, sir.
You're not affected by the sogginess, but you are affected by the up and down and around terrain.
Sure. Okay. So I would have had to recast it?
Once, yeah. But that means you also have like another 5 hours left on it right now.
Okay. Either way, I'll still leave it here and teleport across the river.
Okay. Boom.
There's only one tavern in this place, right?
I believe there are a few taverns. There's one really nice tavern.
One inn.
Yes, I believe so.
So in these late hours of the night, wee hours of the morning, I will either teleport to that inn or teleport across the river and go to it.
There are two. There's the Riverview and the Soggy Bottom.
We'll go to both, I guess, starting with the Soggy Bottom, and I want to slip into the stables and look for the horses.
Okay, you slip into the stables and look for the horses. There are a few horses here, but none of them look like the horses that you guys took with you northward.
Okay, and then I will head to the Riverview and go through their stables. Are there stable boys on duty, or am I able to just peek in and...
There's stable boys asleep in the stables. Make sure that no one steals the horses at night.
Yeah, I'm slipping in my sneaky black robe.
Yeah, there's horses here, but not the ones you left with.
There's a possibility that he's staying at the keep, but I find that unlikely. I think without my introductions, they wouldn't. Well, and maybe if he's returning a hero, he could have spun it, but that doesn't seem like his style. I wonder if he's in the village. I'm going to slip out to the edge of town, probably still on this side of the river. Mm-hmm. And God, what time is it?
It's late. It's dark. Sun's down. It probably won't come up for another 4 hours.
Okay. So I'm going to light a candle and memorize a clairvoyance and, see if I can... I'll probably... there's no inn in the village, is there? It'd just be like sleeping in a barn or the church.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta go back. All right, I will use another dimension door across the river. Mm-hmm. And reunite my horse. Actually, I'll need to teleport the horse anyway. No, so I will sit down and rememorize a phantom steed and summon a new one on the side of the river.
Okay.
I think that is more efficient than teleporting because I'll still need to teleport it across anyways. So outside of Rainwood, I'll memorize my steed, and I think I'm going to start heading towards that village.
Which village?
North, where the vampire was. Where are we? Because it's possible that he didn't even leave to the scene of the crime.
Okay.
In the worst case scenario, I can still probably ride him down, even if he's already left the village. But he'd be at 1 HP. He's probably in no condition to be traveling. So maybe he's still there, staying at the church or something. And I think I can ride there faster than... Yeah, I wouldn't know where to scry. So I guess we're heading,
all right,
heading north, back into the plains.
You ride through the plains through the night. You can go, we said 62 miles in 8 hours?
4 miles. So I can go 32 miles How far north of Rainwood did you say the village was?
24 miles.
So I can get there in the next 4 hours. I can get there at daybreak.
All right.
Right.
You return to the village at daybreak. The sun is not yet over the horizon as the sky begins to fill with light. The sleepy little village is pretty much unchanged from the last time you were here, save for a missing barn. Where do you go?
The church.
Okay. You find yourself at the church. The 2 horses are parked there. They're unladen.
I park my phantom steed next to them.
They move away as far as they can.
Oh, wait, that's right. So I park my phantom steed where those steeds were, and they like shimmy to the other side of the door or whatever.
Mm-hmm. The church doors are shut.
Yeah. Do I walk in like a normal person? Do I teleport in? I think I slip in through the front door.
They open with a creak, and someone in one of the pews sits upright and looks around.
I look over him beneath my black cowl.
Who goes there? Calls out Sturge. Sticks.
I slip in, letting the door shut behind me. I take a quick glance around the room. Are we alone?
You are. At least as best as you can tell. You can't see if anyone else would be sleeping in the pews because you're coming up from behind them.
It is Carl, and I step towards him in the darkness.
Carl, where'd you go?
When the mob formed, I got the hell out of there.
People said they saw you come back.
I nod to see that it was done. I was watching. You did a brave thing there, Sticks. And I return to him.
You have my bow? My medallion?
I nod. Yes, they're in my pocket.
Thought they were lost.
I'm sorry for the way things went down, but I drove the stake into her heart and it did nothing. I was charmed again. I don't know if Cody was charmed or how many of the villagers were charmed, but God, there was a mob. They burned everything. They killed Cody.
Yeah. Well,
I think I'm sitting in the pew next to him at this point. I'm not sure.
Stuff's out of the world, man. Out of this world. But
Good.
I think this will probably be the last time we have to deal with anything like this. Thinking about retiring. Taking my share of the treasure and just leaving. Maybe buy some land out in the Tether Wilds. Build myself a little fort out there.
Sticks. I think that sounds like a great idea. About that, I shift my shoulder, dumping an 80-pound backpack filled with 2,000 gold coins off my shoulder. It doesn't even fit in my pocket, so I'm actually having to carry it by hand.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be a great idea.
The hell? He starts to look through the bag. Is this all gold? Where did you get so much gold? Jesus, there's got to be thousands in here.
Could be your cut, my man. If things play out right.
My cut? I think
Wasn't that
my
the word that's what he just used.
yeah, I think my cut is half because Cody's dead, right? So that's 5,000 gold worth of land.
I like.
I mean, if you want to buy my share off of me, that's fine. I'd take cash over land any day.
That's.
What? Kind of creeping me out, Georg. Carl.
I think you've misunderstood how these things work. All credit where credit is due. We both know what happened here.
What are you getting at?
But back in the courtrooms, in the history books, well, they'll read a different story.
He starts to shift away and stand up.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page before we head back south.
He's standing now and taking a few steps away from you. I
think I stay sitting for a little while, but I do eventually stand up to continue the conversation facing him. Don't do anything stupid, Styx. In fact, I think that quiet retirement that you were suggesting sounds like the perfect plan.
How much is in the bag?
He asks that.
Yeah.
2,000 gold coins. If you really want, we can quibble over the price of. I hope you know what this reward is, right, Styx? It's not cash. It's land. And you know what's on that land? People. Chained to it.
Yeah, I don't want any of that.
It's not a cash reward. It's well, maybe for some it is. Trust me, this is the better option.
All right, that 2,000 gold, maybe a little bit more here.
Hey, it's heavy on my shoulders.
And all I got to do is say that Ark Carl here saved the day and killed the vampire.
Ark Carl's expedition, of which you apparently are the only surviving members. God, it's a shame about Cody.
Beginning to wonder. Really? Did you make this offer to Cody and he turned you down? Is that the true story of how he died?
I give him a wink. I wouldn't object to you telling that rumor, but no. Truth be told, it was the mob what brought him down, or maybe the vampire, whatever you call her, or whatever you'd call her. I think they dug her up again.
Again?
Is that thrice unburied?
And how do I know you're going to keep your end of the deal and you're not just going to come after me and kill me, take your gold back?
There are more valuable things than gold.
You don't even care about the land, you just want the honor.
We all have our jobs to do. You to do as well.
Give me my bow and medallion back.
I pulled them out of my pocket.
His face contorts into surprise.
That ring that you took from her.
Yeah? How'd you know? There's only one other person standing around when you... God, is he okay?
I told you I was there. I was watching. I couldn't get too close. I was still charmed. I didn't know what I might do. That is the bit that I'm paying you to keep quiet about.
The charm?
Yes, if they knew that twice I was beguiled by this demon.
All right. I give you this ring he pulls out of his pocket. And you give me, let's call it 3,000 gold. And Art Carl never got charmed and led the expedition and deserves all the reward.
Is he really bickering over this price with me? It's like more gold coins than anyone's ever seen in their life. It is an unwieldy amount of gold. And I'm standing there holding his magical bow and his magical medallion that somehow he lost. How do you lose a necklace in a battle? That's some dumb shit right there.
You know, shit happens sometimes.
Yeah. I say just take the gold while I'm feeling generous, and I go to make the train. I mean, I go to hand him his, do the exchange.
All right.
I mean, I probably don't even pick up. I leave the backpack, I think, sitting on the floor. Go to hand him the bow and I hand him the unstrung bow and his medallion.
He hands you back
hold the hand out, and I'll hand him a 50 GP ring. Although in the darkness of this inn, it probably looks quite shiny. A ring for a ring. God, 2,000 gold. Is it really worth it to not just kill him and take his soul? I don't actually need a soul right now, right? Because I didn't cast that invisibility. I cast, we did switch to it. You let me switch to my dimension. Okay. No, I'm not that hungry right now. I think it's probably better for my reputation long run that he lives through this and everyone that I hang out with doesn't wind up dead.
Yes.
I've already got enough of a reputation.
Yes. All right. He takes the ring, hands you his ring, Lady Redshield's ring, takes his bow and medallion, puts the medallion on.
What does it do, by the way? I ask about the medallion. I didn't have a chance to identify it while I had it.
Hell. Let's just say if you cross me on this, you'll find out.
Really? That's how it's gonna be?
You're not the only one with secrets. He looks around and says, well, take a pew wherever you'd like. You don't sleep, do you? You're a different kind of monster. I suppose you'll be wanting to go back. I was going to hang out here for a week or so. Rest up.
You can do as you like. Just be careful. You keep telling the right kind of rumors. We're good.
Okay. He settles down uneasily.
Okay. And I think Georg just immediately leaves, hops back on his phantom steed, and rides out.
Okay. What do you do with the
God,
ring?
I'm gonna be so saddle sore. I'll identify it at some point.
You would be saddle sore except for the potion of vitality, which keeps your thighs nice and comfortable.
Yeah.
It's a great potion to have.
Before I leave the village, I want to swing back by the scene of all these excavations and reburials and excavations and reburials. and try and get something to show for it. Maybe the lid of the coffin, or
The lid of
if
the coffin's been
dress is in there.
smashed into 1,000 pieces.
That may be good enough, unless I see like her dress or anything in the.
Nope.
In the
That's all gone. It doesn't look like any. It looks like Styx was the last person here. You can even see his footprints where he was standing when he bashed the lid in.
Where is your spell book? Oh, I can follow those tracks. I'll do that. It's almost light. I do get some sort of memento from the site.
Okay.
Is there? Yeah. So
Those
is there like a
tracks
recognizable?
are like many days old now.
Do I really need to get Styx again? I do have locate object, so I'll probably take the time to memorize that. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. There was something I was going to ask before I tracked down the spellbook. Oh, okay, some sort of trophy. Like, is there a chunk of the coffin that's recognizable as a chunk of the coffin?
Yeah.
Some way to be like, she's dead, woo!
Yeah, you can find some, like, a piece of wood that you could claim as a coffin lid shard. It's not, 100% identifiable as that, but it is.
Yeah.
It's just a piece of wood.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll grab that before probably memorizing locate object to see if I need to. I'll start by taking a look at the tracks and seeing if I can follow them my own dumbass self, or if.
They're a couple day old tracks now, and you can't find them. They're just like knocked over grass at the time, so they're gone.
Yeah. Okay. I will wait in that case for Styx to wake up and go back him again. So I think he'll wake up and come out of the temple and find me like in the street already mounted, like staring at him as soon as he opens the door. He's like, what a beautiful day. Oh, and there's this big shadow of Georg looming to ask just one more favor.
Were you waiting there all night for me?
It's only been a few hours, hasn't it? Or like
but he went to sleep, so.
Yeah. There's one more thing we must do.
What's that?
The wagon.
Oh. The other peasants. I forgot all about them.
Yes. They're probably charmed if they're even still alive. We should make sure they're all right and at least
sure they're all right.
Do it all.
Doesn't sound like you.
Just get your things.
Yeah. He gets his things, saddles up, and takes off with you. Let's make him a perception check. Oh, that's beautiful. He follows the many old day tracks, and you guys spend the better portion of a day journeying to the next village over. Not the next village, like a few villages over. The tracks kind of avoid a few and then end up at a village. Hold on. Thursday.
It shouldn't have been that. It couldn't have been more than a day out unless they kept moving. And we're mounted and going pretty quick.
All right. Let's retcon just a little bit here. He finds the tracks.
No, you can't. I have a firm belief in anti-retconning.
Let's retcon back 5 minutes. Not 5 encounters. Not an encounter go. We're not going to replay the encounter. We're going to go back in time 5 minutes.
Yeah,
When Styx finds the tracks, and you guys are getting ready to head out. When he stops you and points into town, where you see a covered wagon being pulled by 3 oxen being pulled by 2 oxen with 3 peasants sitting on it, coming out your way, following roughly in this direction. Styx looks at you like, what the hell? Looks back towards them. He makes a charisma check, and you should make a charisma check as well.
Charisma check?
No, wait a minute. No, never mind. He's No charisma check. He is that is exactly the sort of
That is our
wagon,
wagon.
pulled by oxen that we would be following right here.
Yeah.
Sure enough,
that's
they
clear.
start to head out in the right direction.
Towards us, or
Towards you, towards
Okay.
like the north, leaving from the village that you're already in.
do they look like they're heading to the barn to do something, or they're heading?
They're heading north. No.
Yeah. Well, I intercept them atop my phantom steed.
The peasants have rags on and hoods
God.
pulled low. The one of them
Regretting
pulls it
that.
back, looks up to you, and goes, "Why, hello there.
I look down at him.
Can I help you with
I
something?"
wish I had my fear spell or something.
Or,
Where are you taking this wagon?
oh, back home.
I do my best to summon my inner. I've been charmed by Lady Redshield twice, and I saw in the vision the Count charming. I know I'm barred from the enchantment and charms sphere, and it's a really sore spot for me. But I do my best to conjure up a charming look at this peasant.
Give me a charisma check.
Yeah. That's why I was ready to do a charisma check. No. I don't know. I gotta figure out what because this is the second time I've totally failed that check. Am I charming him? Where are you taking this cart?
We're just headed back up to the capital. You know, just passing through town.
Capital's that way. I point like southeast, right?
I meant the
him.
county seat capital, you know.
Fortune.
Yeah. Is there a problem,
I
officer?
visibly cast an ESP spell, waving a copper coin in his face, and
The peasants.
Really now. Okay, well, I'm probably reading their mind.
But we should get going. Really, it's.
Are you three citizens of Fortune? Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Is Styx nearby witnessing this?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we live up there. We bring trade back and forth.
Can I tell by their thought process if they're charmed? Like, I feel like if you're charmed by a vampire overlord, you'd have kind of a dopey subconscious to be able to write. Like, you'd have to make so many rationalizations every day in your daily existence that you would sound like I don't know. I mean, is that a check that I can roll, or can you describe to me what they're thinking about?
Their thought process is kind of muddled and hazy.
Yeah.
Normally, people have a pretty clear thought. This is kind of a hazy thought, and you're getting these like emotions of like, you know, is he on to us?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is this it? We're just peasants. It's fine. We'll be fine. Scary wizard.
Yeah. I'm still mounted. I circle around the side of the cart, and is there like a tarp over the back, or what's?
It's just like a covered wagon, Oregon Trail style.
Okay, so I find a way to peek inside underneath the cover.
It's just filled with dirt. The guy calls back. We need ballast.
Magic. So I'm now in the back of the cart. See, it's just like a pile. It's the grave soil. I know, it's the grave dirt or whatever. I cast a detect magic.
We need ballast for the wagon on the way back after dropping off our supplies. He calls. The detect
as soon as I finish uttering my incantation, I answer him, or I don't know, in response to what he said. The queen is dead. And am I revealed anything magical?
No, nothing magical.
Do I really need to memorize a locate object and send my little stick in the dirt after the book? Surely you have felt her influence on you, Wayne.
Whose influence?
In my ESP mind, can I hear him thinking of Annabelle Redfield?
Oh shit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So these guys are from Fortune. These fuckers are under arrest. They're coming with us. I color spray the whole situation.
Okay. Roll your d6 to make sure you can hit them all.
It's a d6.
Yeah.
Oh, only the one. Shit.
One of them passes out. Styx notches an arrow at after the color spray, and tells them to dismount.
You boys are coming. Gonna need to come with us.
They fall silent.
This is what we need the sheriff for. But I am hopefully intimidating enough.
They don't protest. They fall silent and bow their heads. Styx keeps them covered with the arrow and asks you to tie them up. Tosses you some rope.
Oh, thank goodness. My rope is currently... I needed to buy a damn sheaf for wind shear, but instead it's just occupying my rope.
He doesn't toss it. He motions to some rope on his cart while...
Yeah. I step down from my horse and take them into our custody. I think I'll just take them back. I guess... it's okay, yeah.
Yeah, Styx proposes putting them in the back of the cart, and then just like leading the horses alongside it, and you drive the cart back while he leads the horses.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. I thought you wanted to stay here, relax for a few days.
Well, now we got prisoners, man.
This is supposed to be Cody's job.
Seriously. By the way, what happened to Windshear? I didn't see it in the remains in the barn.
I shrug. Was the blade? Can you just remind me what it looks like again? I mean, was it an impressive looking blade?
Yes, it.
I don't need the full detailed description. I'm not going to pull it out and look. But in my memory of seeing it slashing into my rib cage, was it something that could I realistically shrug off? Oh, I don't really recall what this whole wind shear deal was, or was it like?
You traveled with him for a few days, so you knew what it looked like. Mm-hmm. It has a pommel stained. The pommel is stained hardwood in the shape of a falcon's head, open in eternal cry. The handle is wrapped in tanned wyvern leather. The crossguard is petrified wood in the shape of wings. The blade is high carbon steel with a white tint to it.
It's a pretty sick scimitar.
Yeah.
Georg kind of wants to wield, even if he sucks with it. It was in the barn when it burned down.
Yeah, one of the peasants probably got it. Is there, do you have a spell that could help us find it? I'm sure... Well, I don't think he has any next of kin. But we probably shouldn't just leave a scimitar lying around like that.
No, that would be quite careless. Yeah, I mean, I think this is like conversation in the course of doing things, of like restricting people, setting them in the back of the cart, and then I assume I've got a riding proficient, but I can't. I assume anyone can drive oxen, right? Yeah. Or do you need a proficiency? Like, are we able to get this ox cart turned around? And I think we just immediately head south, right? Start traveling.
Yeah. If it becomes problematic, Styx will drive the cart and you can ride the horses.
Okay. We don't, by the way, go looking for wind shear.
He proposes it, asks if you have a way of finding it.
Does he bug me about it? I mean, like,
yeah, a little bit.
I'll reassure him that it will be taken care of.
He shrugs it off.
And I shrug it off. Okay. I would like to inspect said grave dirt. Or the cart itself, like if it's got any compartments.
If you dig around in the grave dirt, you find Lady Annabelle Redshield's spellbook tucked in a bag.
Yeah. Any other?
No.
Yeah.
I will link her spellbook to you in the Skypes.
Ooh. So at some point I will cast a read magic on this. There was no magic detected, so unless she's super clever, I know that this is not trapped.
Yeah.
She has Wraith.
She does have Wraith form.
These are all, yeah, a little
late.
Oh, no, I was going to say a little spoilery because I haven't cast the detect magic yet, but I'm looking at it, so I'll share with chat. That tongues will be a super useful one. Non-detection. I didn't even know that was a spell. Third level spell. You can make yourself immune to clairvoyance, clairaudience, ESP, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. She should have cast this on her damn coffin.
Ooh.
It's a third level spell and it only lasts 1 hour per level. So if she'd cast it before going to bed, it would have expired by actually I don't know what level she is, but it's a third level spell slot that she probably would not be wasting concealing her coffin from scrying.
Right.
But it's a thing that wizards are very powerful if they have the right spell prepared. Cool stuff. Unfortunately, no fourth level spells, but
you can make your way back to Rainwood in a day, and then into Thornwood a day and a half later. You'll probably camp alongside the road. The oxen move pretty slowly.
Yeah. We will we'll make I don't know if we need to play through this day by day, how we want to do it. So we've got prisoners now, which means do I just dump them in Rainwood?
No, Stick says you should take them to the Countess.
Are we in Thornwood County? We don't really have jurisdiction to be arresting these people, right?
No,
we're in no man's land out here in the.
You illegally arrested these people in Flat County.
Yeah.
And now you've taken them into Green County, which neither of you are a sheriff. Neither of you have the right to do this, but at this point,
Their souls are mine by rights. I serve laws far older than the laws of these lands. And plus I bent the dimensions so that the county lines were, I don't know.
And then
okay, so then I think we do go through Rainwood and let the news trickle south that we did actually kill the vampire. I don't know if has the word reached Rainwood that we failed, because I assume the Lady Castilian sent a message saying, by the way, the vampire's still out there.
It seems that the individual citizens don't know anything about vampires here.
I wish we had something more impressive to parade.
It's not true. No, word would have spread. They don't know that they know that there is a vampire about and around. They don't really know what's going on, but they've heard that Lady Annabelle Redshield has been turned into a vampire. It is the talk of the town.
So if possible, I will encourage Styx to hang out at the bar and tell stories, but about our glory.
He's fucking exhausted. He doesn't want to do anything.
Okay.
And then a day and a half later, you arrive back in Thornwood.
Yeah, I check my rations. How many days?
You don't need rations. You've got Potion of Vitality.
Oh, I don't. Yeah. Did the prisoners, or do they just starve?
You buy some food for them along the way. Doesn't matter.
I was going to say I have rations.
Okay.
But I think we make it very obvious. I mean, I guess I'm just reiterating the obvious, that we're obvious. Like we're, Ranger has 2 horses, and we've, Georg on his phantom steed leading the ox cart with the 3 men tied up in the back of it. I mean, I guess we're not good at spreading rumors, but the peasants witnessing this will put 2 and 2 together and at least say something badass about us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then in a few days, when messengers start coming back north, being like, "Wait, just kidding! They did actually kill the vampire. Rejoice!"
Mm-hmm.
Thornwood will probably be a.
Thornwood is when they see you coming and Styx coming back in.
This time coming in the front gate.
The gate is open before you. The guards on the gate are cheering. You can see people running down the streets, spreading word. There is the town is alive with the joys and songs of the heroes returning. Find the town soundtrack. The people are so happy to have you back. They're so happy to have Annabelle Redshield gone. I mean, they love a good story. They love tales of heroes, and that's exactly what you guys are in this situation.
Yeah, false alarm about the whole not being able to defeat it. The world is doomed thing. Sorry about that, guys. Right. Yeah, at some point I have that conversation with Annabelle or with. Actually, I think I'll avoid like an intimate strategic discussion. Yeah.
Well, it takes you guys a while to get through the streets because your way is blocked by so many people, and by the time you actually get to the keep, the gates are closed. But standing on the wall above the gates is Nina Castilian. Mm-hmm. And she has this big show of calling out down below, asking, "Warriors, what do you bring me?"
I guess we drive. So we've got our like caravan. So I think I drive the cart right up to right up to the gates. Mm-hmm. And like pull it. I mean, probably spend several minutes getting it to like look in a presentable way. I imagine it's very awkward for the people watching Georg try to maneuver an ox cart so that he can show the grave dirt to Nina Castilian. Mm-hmm. But I tear off the cover,
revealing the prisoners inside.
Yes, yes. And I pick up like the chunk of the coffin. Say, "Behold, Lady Redshield's reign of terror is at an end. She is melted in the light of day, and hope is again restored to the land. I bring before you three witnesses to, yeah.
Witnesses or conspirators?
They will be judged for their part in this, though I suspect some of her foul magics may be afoot.
She gives a wave and a cry, saying, well, not a cry, but she gives a wave to the people and says, Ranger Styx and Carl of Misty Rapids, you are truly the heroes we need today. Please enter and claim your reward. The reward
was offered by the who rules Stormheim? It's not a queen.
Yeah,
it's a queen.
Yes.
The reward was offered by the Queen of Stormheim, not by.
Yeah, I mean that might be a little bit symbolic, but
okay.
They'll throw open the gates, and you guys enter to the cheering masses. And I think that's pretty much where we can end for today.
Okay.
Yeah. Congratulations on actually being a hero for the first time.
Well, shit. I didn't realize this was a 2-part episode. I thought we were finishing off the vampire hunt last week.
No, it takes a little time.
Yeah, chat. You got to be patient. You can't get salty so early.
No. It's
sometimes you got to trust your DM to actually know what he's doing, or at least make it seem like it in retrospect.
Oh, damned by faint praise, if ever there was a time for that.
I do actually kind of like the way things turned out here.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You know?
And Georg will literally, I mean, certainly more so than Styx, will be the one writing the histories. So I think that, yeah. I don't know if you'll want to work out details with Lady Castilian.
Which sort of details?
There's like the reward. Like I'm hoping that Styx will politely, you know, decline said titles.
Yeah,
And, like that. Yeah, will play along and getting me the credit. But
I
I
think
don't know
those are
how.
details that we don't need to go into. That would be
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
half-hour boring role play. So we're gonna wave
yeah,
our
yeah.
hand and say Styx goes ahead and says that you were the one who came back and did
Yeah,
everything
that will
and
be.
killed
Yeah,
her.
that will be. So I guess if you don't plan all that out, yeah, that's what I will tell. You know, after I left here, I rode back up north to keep an eye on there to see what was going on, and to my amazement, Styx had lived, and
Yeah,
so in the light of day, we excavated her.
right.
Um,
He corroborates your
and
story to a T, and also gives in his resignation, saying,
yeah, I think he. Yeah, I probably freak him out by how well I get the details of the excavation. Yeah.
"Oh,
I don't know what details those would be, but I was actually there to see her die,
yes."
at least in my mind's eye.
You are granted the reward, although there's some hesitation. Of course, like the queen will give the final reward, but she does make it very clear that this is your reward, not necessarily Baron Song's reward. If you want to claim it for yourself.
Uh-huh. What was the discussion? Okay, so was it pretty obvious that Styx was not like, so there wasn't like a you and Styx should be, and
No, he says
yeah.
our Carl did all the real work. I was just along for the ride. By the way, I've had it with this shit. I'm retiring.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Just as I sort of would have expected.
Yeah.
Although I was like deep down there was that nagging what if. But no, I think it will safely go down, and there will probably be all sorts of crazy rumors in the taverns and around the common folk. But
Mm-hmm.
I think in the history books, this was Carl's successful expedition to slay Lady Redshield the vampire. And if I can, I will denote all of the craziness of Neil and Dragon's vampires for the histories of this world. Stakes do fuck all.
You mean they immobilize a vampire so it can't move?
Yeah, but then after I say that, it's like not recommended as an effective combat strategy, highly impractical. Just hack her to death with your magical weapons, you brave hero, you.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Right.
expose her to sunlight.
Bribe in there. Do you know how many spell levels you cast today? A
Oh.
lot. It's like what?
It's not
4 Phantom Steeds, a couple Feather Falls. Oh, wait, that's 12 plus like 3 Feather Falls is 15.
4 dimension doors.
Is Dimensional Door 3rd level?
It's 4th level.
All right, but a lot of those were just not necessary for overcoming problems. They were convenience things.
My life is a problem.
All right, so I'm just gonna. A lot of these
I think
were
we got
convenience
most of
things.
the experience at the beginning, I think. But there were a few. I don't know. I made the Ettercaps run away in fear from my.
Yeah.
Awesome. I was actually mostly joking. I think we mutually agreed to peace out.
No, it was the magic scared the shit out of them. They're not smart creatures, and when someone disappears and their horse is, not real, the stupid insect-like men piece the shit out of there.
I was on another dimension when they fled, so do I get full experience?
Sure.
What's the precedent we want to set here? Oh, awesome.
Yeah. You defeated them in combat. You scared the crap out of them.
I really need to find some spiders with a tolerable poison so that I can test the effectiveness of this unicorn horn before it matters.
But let's just let those Eticaps serve as a warning that random encounters are still super dangerous from time to time, and if you do not prepare for them and do not take into account random encounters,
Yeah,
you will have a mighty hero who dies on the road to like goblins who he's not taking seriously,
or an eel,
or an eel, or some Ettercaps that are like hanging out on the
Yeah,
other side of the river.
I knew there were Ettercaps in the Soggy Hills, but I don't think Georg has ever encountered them. But
Yeah.
maybe I've heard tales of their terrifying poison.
Random encounters can be super dangerous, especially when you're not giving them your 100%. So, them serve as a warning for that. plus your 10% experience. Oh no, I didn't do any role playing. Let's grab you some good role playing. I like how you interact with Haynes. That was pretty cool. And let's do your 10%. So, quest experience for wrapping up Annabelle Redshield and all the other things that happened today total up to 7315.
Nice. Still, I'm sure, a long way from level 9. Level 9's a big one. That's scrolls and potions, I think.
Yes.
I don't know how much. How much did you say? 70.
7315.
7315.
Scrolls are a huge deal.
That's including 10%?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Georg with scrolls, like I can just have infinite lightning bolts in my pocket.
Yes.
Infinite phantom steeds. Well,
Yes.
I mean, I guess so I've broken 100,000. That's fun.
Right. And
Level 9 is at 135,000. Ooh-wee.
all right. Well, that is
One
it.
vampire at a time.
That's
There's
it
no
for today's
vampires.
Dicing with Death. What is that logo on your shirt, Ryan?
Oh, I don't want to advertise. I think it's Under Armour.
Oh, I thought it was somehow related to
I-
your school.
No.
Nope.
And I'm not sponsored by Under Armour. And they're probably not that great of a company, so
No, never mind then.
don't buy their shit. They're just not-
What's happening in the world of Ryan and science? We completely skipped intros this week because of all the salt.
Oh, chugging along,
Taking along.
working away. Nothing to plug, but
Cool.
maybe one day soon I'll have a new paper for you guys to read or not read, or look at the abstract and be like, what is this guy doing? Real life wizards.
If you ever do finish your PhD, is there some sort of award ceremony, or at that point do they just not care?
You do it. They have a defense, which is like
But that's not publicly attendable, right?
I think it technically is, and maybe like sort of has. You have to like announce it on, like you're required to like, put up whatever. I don't know what. Yeah, you're required to announce it at least like around campus. And it is. I mean, it's usually it's just like your committee and maybe your personal friends, like your colleagues, whatever, that would come out to it. So I do not anticipate inviting chat to fly in to defend my thesis defense, even if they are technically allowed to do such.
Into inner Washington.
Oh, it would be in Seattle.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, that's it for this week's Dicing with Death, guys. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Although Ryan and I are going to have a discussion right now about maybe moving the Dicing with Death date.
Okay, I don't know if next. I'm trying to. I think my sister's going to be in town.
This might be
She has not confirmed, but I'm pretty sure she did book flights. That I'm anticipating being busy next Wednesday. What were you going to suggest for?
Well, we'll talk about it off stream. So that's it. If you guys are watching the live stream after this game, will be very short because I've got some other shit that I need to do today. And it'll probably pick up in about half an hour after Ryan and I chat and I go grab a little bit to eat and drink. So, that's it.
Sounds awfully ominous. Is this an announcement of an announcement?
No. I've got to go make guacamole because we're having dinner with the neighbors tonight, and I don't have any supplies. It's not exciting.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really, I just got to go, got to go find some corn chips, and got to go find some yada, yada, yada. Doesn't matter. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.